Do you have like a set script you have to say?
A little bit.
Okay.
Usually it's a Goosebumps one, but I have to adjust it for anything that's not Goosebumps, so it's a little bit different. Listeners and whales, prepare for fairy tales. This episode of Pick a Path podcast, Jaz Jenner in The Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
Welcome, 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 Jaz.
Hi!
Now, Jaz, you're a dancer, you're a drag artist, you're an amazing friend of mine. You've been my replacement on a few episodes of Poke Boys.
Yes, I replaced you when you died.
Yeah, I died, Jaz took over, and I figured it was only right to get Jaz on this magical episode of Pick a Path podcast to play a little book.
Yee, so excited, and The Little Mermaid too.
Right.
A personal fave.
So I've got You Choose, The Little Mermaid, an interactive fairy tale adventure written by Eric Braun and illustrated by Mariano Eppelbaum here in my hands.
I'm excited, but yet I'm also scared because Ursula and whoever the fish boy is look real scared.
Yeah, there's some interesting illustrations in this book. It is very much an original take on The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
There are 28 choices, 17 endings, and you're going to get to experience 2 of those endings today.
Ooh, lucky me.
I'm really glad you could join me because I love you so much, Jaz, and I'm excited to just play and read a silly book with you.
I love you so much too. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, so it's exciting I get to do something that's familiar too.
Obviously you like The Little Mermaid.
Love The Little Mermaid.
And I'm really glad because I got to suggest Once Upon a Time as a TV show for you to watch, and you've...
Oh, and I binged the entire thing, like within, must be a record amount of time.
It was impressive.
I had COVID as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it only took me like a couple of weeks to get through like all, what, 10 seasons?
Right, 6 seasons and the spin-off. Now I'm gonna get you to read the back of the book and just tell us what you think of the cover and just talk us through it.
The Little Mermaid, an interactive fairy tale adventure. You've heard the tale of The Little Mermaid.
I have. Have you?
I have,
good.
yes. Has everyone listening? I don't know.
Pause this, go listen to the tale of The Little Mermaid, then come back.
They come back.
You're back.
Yes, now you've heard the tale of The Little Mermaid. But did you know that The Little Mermaid was really a rock star? That makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah, the cover makes more sense now. Or that the prince burped his way under the sea. I had to like really read that quite closely. Or that the prince burped his way under the sea. Yeah, that is what it says. So, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you're gonna learn a few things about the Little Mermaid lore that you've never experienced.
Yeah. Wow, wild. He burped his way under the sea. I want to try that.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Okay, swim your way through the 3 twisted takes on the classic fairy tale. Will you choose in all capital letters?
The series is called You Choose.
Will you choose the path to your happily ever after?
Aww.
Ominous.
Well, I'm excited to find out if you will choose a path to your happily ever after or whether this will be a crappily never after for you. I'm gonna open up the book
scared.
and begin reading it to you. Feel free to make your own sound effects. Feel free to...
Bum 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 bum.
That's beautiful. Interrupt whenever you please. And I'm going to read about your adventure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Life inside your sleepy little town is safe and predictable. But is that what you want? Adventure, mystery, and maybe even a little danger await you outside the city limits. Do you want to be part of that world?
Part of that world. Yes, yes I do.
Oh, good, that was the first question. In this fairy tale, you control your fate. Go under the sea and make choices to determine what happens next. Chapter 1 sets the scene, then you will choose which path to read. Okay, and follow the directions, your decisions will change your outcome, blah-de-blah blah.
I love it. I'm excited.
Chapter 1.
Part of that world.
You live in a small but charming town called Waterville. Everyone is happy here, and why not? It's beautiful. There are old brick buildings and houses with vines growing on them.
Oh.
Towering trees and colourful flowers sway in the breeze. Birds of all types fill the air, flitting from tree branch to tree branch and settling on people's windowsills. The sky is especially beautiful. a swirling blue that almost looks as if it is water. Everyone here knows one another, and most everyone gets along.
Most everyone, but not everyone.
Could you imagine? It's just like, you're a bitch, everyone hates you.
Everyone else gets along, but you.
You're the ugly duckling
You're
in
awful.
The Little Mermaid. Your house is a lovely old building at the edge of the forest. You live there with your father and 5 brothers and sisters.
5.
Your mother died years ago. Oh, it is a fairy tale. You can tell because you've got a dead parent.
One of your parents has got to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, your grandmother also lives with you. She is a proud old woman who always wears 12 pearls in her hair. You and your siblings share a beautiful garden, which you spend lots of time in. Life is simple and comfortable, but you are restless. Everyone around you is happy, but you are not.
Okay.
Is
this under the sea?
You live in a town called Waterville.
So I must be in water, right? Like I'm in the water kingdom.
No, it seems like it's all on a street by the look of the illustration.
I'm in the human realm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've always wanted something more from life. You long for adventure. You just know a more exciting world is out there. There has to be. The problem is, your father won't let you leave town until you're older. Until then, you have to wait.
Oh man.
Yeah, sorry, Jazz.
Rude.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Year after year, your brothers and sisters grow up and leave to explore the outside world. Each one returns with wonderful stories about art, adventure, sports and food. But after their travels, each one decides to stay home with family. The world is interesting, but home is where they belong. Finally, you are old enough to leave town. What will you do on your adventure?
Oh my goodness. What are the options?
Yeah, you're being given 3 options here, and you will get to choose to sing in a band, or to hang out with the rich and famous. Otherwise, you can follow a fishy friend under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah, it seems pretty leading, like...
Yeah. Oh, do I want to go under the sea or... What was the first option again?
Sing in a band.
Singing in a band sounds real fun.
Right.
As well.
Hanging out with the rich and famous. Or follow a fishy friend under the sea.
I want to follow the fishy friend under the sea. Under the sea.
Under the sea. We're turning to page 75.
Oh, that was really satisfying.
Chapter 4. Under the Sea.
Dun dun dun.
Today is your birthday, but it is not a happy day for you. Unlike your siblings, you don't have any friends to celebrate with.
Aww.
We were right. You're the one person in town that nobody likes.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey Jazz, I love you lots. You're a great friend of mine. Can we please record a podcast? Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you. You have no friends.
Oh, I wrote the...
Is this just your way of breaking that to me?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. The breakup special of Pick a Path podcasts. We're not together, but we're breaking up. You've always had trouble connecting with people your age. Sure, your family is kind and loving, but you long for a friend. You're convinced you'll never find one in Waterville, so you travel far away from home. Eventually you find yourself on a beach. You walk out onto a spit of land that extends like a finger into the ocean. For those of you listening, which is everyone because there's no video, Jazz did wiggle their finger at that noise. There, you sit on the rocks and let the sun soak into you. You close your eyes and listen to the crashing waves. After a while, you hear something else. Something beautiful. It is faint, but it sounds like singing. I'm used to having to do a lot of voices, but it hasn't given me any dialogue yet, so...
Lots of setup.
Alright. You sit up and you look around, but you don't see anyone on the shore. Then you look out towards the ocean, far out in the rolling waves. You see something out in the water, or someone. Okay, it's starting to get scary.
Dun 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 dun.
The sun is setting, and the sky is a brilliant orange and red. The bright colours make it hard to see, but it's definitely there. You shade your eyes with your hand and stare out into the ocean. Yes, there's a girl about your age in the water.
Oh, lucky me.
And she's singing. She swims closer when she sees you. She seems to be singing directly to you. She smiles and dives beneath the water. Then she comes up and leaps into the air. She has a tail. She is a mermaid.
Fish.
You've heard about mermaids living deep on the ocean floors, but you've never seen one up close. And there's a little illustration here
There is.
of the mermaid splashing in the water
It's
and...
kind of like a sparkly dress turns into a tail.
Right, it's pretty.
It's pretty.
Ooh. The sun lowers beneath the horizon and it starts to get dark. Soon the wind picks up. It becomes harder to hear the mermaid over the crashing waves. Then it starts to rain. The waves get bigger and more dangerous. You know it's not safe to stay. You hope the mermaid will be okay. Just as you are about to leave, you see a huge wave toss the mermaid towards some rocks on the beach. You run to help her. Waves pummel the beach. Rain slashes through the air and stings your body. Up ahead, you see the mermaid lying on the sand. When you get to her, you can see she's hurt. Blood trickles down her forehead. You have to move fast. You grab under her arms and wade out into the ocean. You see a cove along the spit of land. It'll give you some protection from the storm. There's a lot of setup, some of these things could have been choices.
It's intricate.
You wait with the mermaid until she stops bleeding and comes to. What happened? Sorry.
Is that the mermaid's voice?
What happened? She asked. You tell her about the wave that tossed her against the rocks. I brought you back into the water, you say. That's your voice.
Oh, okay. I brought you back into the water.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, she says and smiles. She says her name is Ariana Pond, but Pond has an E on the end.
Ponde.
Ponder. Ponder. You stay in the cove with Ariana as the storm rages around you. She tells you about her home under the waves. You tell her about your travels. When the storm finally dies down, Ariana says she has to go. My family will be worried, she says.
That voice is so hot.
Yeah, I made a choice. I regret it, but I've got to stick with it now. And she slips under the dark water and disappears. And they've given you a choice here of turning the page.
Oh, well, I guess we'll turn the page then.
Okay, we will.
Controversial as it might be.
Yeah, okay. Well, Jazz has actually made a bad choice here. They've chosen to turn the page. You loved having someone to talk to. Is that what it's like to have a friend?
Yeah.
I want to know.
I wouldn't know.
Right? Oh. Who is this written for? I wasn't expecting... I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me too.
You return to the beach every day and talk with Ariana. Eventually, you become close friends. She tells you more about her life as a mermaid. It sounds perfect. I wish I could live under the sea, you say.
I wish I could live under the sea.
One day, you visit your grandmother. You tell her all about your friend, the mermaid. You say how much you want to live in the water. Your grandmother smiles and takes your hand. If that is something you really want, I know someone who can help you. Your grandmother says.
Grandma's sassy and sexy sounding.
She tells you about an old sea witch who lives near town. The witch has the power to grant wishes. But, your grandmother warns, her magic comes at a price.
Dun dun dun, it's Ursula.
And you're being given a choice here. You get to choose to visit the sea witch or to ask Ariana for help instead.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Ariana for help instead, absolutely.
Okay, why?
Because I know the sea witch is evil, it's Ursula.
Okay, that is called metagaming, where you're taking your knowledge from outside the game. No. The sea witch sounds unbelievable and terrifying. You decide to see if Ariana can help.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to hear my sea witch voice.
No, I'm just scared.
The next day, you go to the beach and wait. It is a nice morning. You close your eyes and enjoy the sun. Soon, you hear Ariana singing. You stand up, clamber down to the water, and wave. She swims up to you. That was a beautiful song, you say, frowning.
Oh, that was a beautiful song.
You say, frowning.
Frowning.
Thank you,
Ariana says.
but what is the matter? You look sad.
Oh, yeah.
Ariana, you say. You're my best friend, my only friend. I'm lonely when you're not here.
Ariana, you're my best friend, my only friend. I'm lonely when you're not here.
You are my best friend too.
Ariana says with a smile.
You must spend more time here.
It is not enough. I want to be like you, you say. Is there a way?
It is not enough. I want to be like you. Is there a way?
I'm so glad you've agreed to just copy me and do the accent as well. Thank you
It's
for
enjoyable.
committing.
Yeah.
Turn the page is the option being given.
Oh, okay then.
Okay. There is an option at the bottom of this one, don't worry. Ariana shakes her head.
I don't know. My parents had magical powers, but they've never used them on a human before.
This voice is just killing me.
I'm really sorry for this voice.
It was a direction, an artistic direction.
Mm-hmm. But what if they use their magic on me? I won't be human anymore, you plead.
But if they use their magic on me, I won't be human anymore.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Ariana says. You are certain that becoming a mer-person would make your life better. The only question is, how do you do it? Now, Jazz, out of the book, like just in real life, if you had to become a mer-person because it's the only thing that would make you happy in this world where you have no friends and nobody in town likes you, how would you go about becoming a mermaid?
Well, I think it might require a bit of research.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what this is. This podcast is your research for becoming a mermaid.
Yeah, this is my research for real life becoming a mermaid.
We're going to bring you back in 1 year time and you will be Jaz Jenner the mermaid.
In fairness, hopefully within a year's time I'll have my dream tattoo, which is my mermaid scales on my hip. I want it to look like I'm turning into a mermaid, like through half my leg sort of thing.
It sounds like you've already done some research into becoming a mermaid.
Yeah, I'll be starting the transition soon.
Well, that's really exciting. We could probably end the book there since you don't need help. But their options are to go back and try the Sea Witch or to beg Ariana to talk to her family.
Oh, I don't know if we're at the begging stage yet. I think
yeah, it's a bit desperate for the new friend.
It's pretty desperate. I think maybe we're gonna have to try the Sea Witch.
Ooh, we're gonna turn to page 92.
I'm scared.
Oh, we're nearing the back of the book.
Oh no.
You return home looking for your grandmother. She must know how to find their Sea Witch. I'm gonna say that again without messing up the word the. You return home looking for your grandmother. She must know how to find the Sea Witch. But when you walk inside, your family is waiting for you in the kitchen.
There you are,
your father says with a sigh.
Harumph.
My father sounds like an ogre.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe, your grandmother exclaims. I was afraid you made a deal with the Sea Witch.
Is that not what I'm going to do?
When I heard you were asking about magic, I got worried,
your father says.
That witch and her spells are not the answer.
You know that your father is right. You start to cry.
Real.
Your brothers and sisters get up and put their arms around you.
Aww.
Your oldest brother says, We know you are lonely, but we are all here for you, Jaz. I'm sorry if you didn't know it before.
Oh, that's real sweet.
That is sweet. At that moment, you know how lucky you really are. Your family loves you. They support you. You can't believe you almost left them.
This book really is for the kids with no friends, eh?
You don't wish to live under the sea anymore. That night, you have dinner with your family. You laugh and tell stories.
It's so wholesome.
You continue to visit Ariana at the beach. It's so funny.
So, at the moment, I've chosen to go see Ursula the Sea Witch, but in the story I'm just not going to.
Well, you went to go and ask your grandmother and...
They witch blocked me.
Yep, your family just love you too much. They're not gonna let you. Eventually, you make new friends. The humankind. One day, you bring your friend Sebastian to the water to meet Ariana. While Sebastian and Ariana talk, you stare out into the water and think of the Sea Witch. You are so glad you didn't let her change who you are. The end.
I didn't get to go to the underworld. I want to go see the underwater kingdom.
Right? Did I swear I turned to the right page. 86?
I mean, great, I survived, but like...
No, we went to the correct page, yeah. You survived, but you didn't go in the water once.
No.
I don't know if that counts as like a successful playthrough of The Little Mermaid.
I feel like I just avoided her.
Yeah, that was...
Lame.
Well, you made 3 choices during that playthrough. Now get to choose which one of those choices you're going to undo, and we're going to go from there.
Okay.
I will read you the 3 choices you made. You were given the option to sing in a band, hang out with the rich and famous, or follow a fishy friend under the sea. Like, you didn't even get to go under the sea.
Yeah, and that's what I chose to do, wasn't it?
Yep. And then on page 80... Now it sounds like I'm angry at the book.
Yeah.
I am. They asked if you wanted to visit the Sea Witch or ask Ariana for help. And you went and asked Ariana for help. That version of visiting the Sea Witch does take you to a different page, just... And then, 86, you made the choice not to beg Ariana to talk to her family, but instead to go see the Sea Witch. And your family witch blocked you and didn't let you.
What a turn of events.
Yeah.
It's really not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. When you were like, yeah, I'm going to follow a fishy friend under the sea, I was like...
Yeah, cool. That'll be a fun path.
I was like nice,
surely.
we'll go under the sea. So, which one of those choices do you feel you need to change?
I want to go back to the first one, and I want to join the band.
That makes sense. You were so excited. You said it made sense to do. You've been cock-blocked by trying to follow the actual story.
Yeah. So, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to join the band.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
We're jumping over to page 11. None of that happened, okay? You're still... nobody likes you, but you've not met Ariana. Your family have all been going away and coming back.
Yeah.
Chapter 2. The Little Rock Star.
Yeah.
You have loved music all your life. You started singing when you were young. It's your dream to be the lead singer in a great rock band, playing for big crowds. You practice every day. In the shower, outside in your garden, on your way to school, and all that practice has paid off. You're a great singer. When people hear you, they swoon. In fact, you are the best singer in Waterville. Now that you've finally left town, you're excited to make your dreams come true.
Oh, this is just really boosting my ego.
I was gonna say. Okay, so everyone in town might not have liked you.
But now I'm rich and famous, right?
You're an amazing singer and going to go be in a band.
Yeah. Okay, well, first step.
Yeah. The first night in the city, you go to a rock concert by the most famous band around, The Humans.
Down the street with your red lips.
It is amazing. You dance and sing along to your favourite songs. I've pointed at Jazz.
Pointed at me. I dance and sing along to my favourite songs. Under the sea.
After the show, you head outside to wait for your cab. More like crab.
Yeah.
I lost my place. That was stupid. Suddenly a crowd of fans come rushing towards you. There they are! Screams a woman you recognise from the concert. Can I get a selfie with you? Cries a man wearing a t-shirt of the band. You realise that the Humans are right behind you, getting onto their tour bus.
Ooh.
When the crowd catches up to you, it feels like you are getting washed up in a big ocean storm. You are pushed along by a wave of people. You land with a thud into some bushes. Okay, those last 2 emphases weren't really needed, but... like The Little Mermaid. This would never happen in Waterville, you think, pulling leaves from your hair. You look up and see the tour bus slowly driving through the crowd. As you start to stand, you hear someone groaning in pain. There in the bushes is Joey Prince, the lead guitarist of The Humans. He must have been knocked out by the force of the surging crowd.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody noticed that he fell back here. You pull the hood of his sweatshirt down over his face. If this crowd sees him, who knows what they would do? Joey moans. "Aww." You notice his head is bleeding. You take out your phone to call 911. But the battery is dead.
Da-da.
There's only one thing to do. You have to get Joey back to the band. Keeping his face covered, you drag Joey towards the bus. You make it to the door and bang loudly. Oh! Holy shit, you and Joey banged loudly. The illustration they have here of the like little rock star girl knocking on the tour bus door is really cool.
It's quite sweet, yeah. Lying dead on the ground is, yeah.
Joey Prince is lying dead on the ground. That's upsetting.
Yeah.
He was my favourite member of The Humans. Someone inside looks out the bus window. He meets you at the door and pulls Joey inside. "He's hurt," you say.
He's hurt!
"Yeah, thanks," the man says. "Now move aside." He slams the door in your face. The bus...
Rude.
Right? Fuck that guy. The bus lurches and drives away, its red taillights twinkling in the dark night. Your own ride back to your hotel feels like a dream. The next morning, you read online that The Humans are auditioning new members for the band. This is your chance. Maybe if Joey remembers you saved him, you'll have an edge over the competition. Okay, we're actually getting some singing storyline now.
Okay.
It doesn't feel very Little Mermaid.
It doesn't feel Little Mermaid at all at this point, no.
No.
Great story, but...
Cool story. Not The Little Mermaid. The day of the audition, you head downtown to Gold Tower Studios. There's a big turnout. Hundreds of people showed up to play or sing for The Humans. The band's manager, Mr. Sea Witch, stands outside a large auditorium. You recognise him as the man who opened the bus door for Joey. When you get to the front of the line, he doesn't recognise you. He looks at your simple clothes and laughs.
Ha ha ha! You don't look like rock star material.
He says, changing his voice.
Next!
Oh, excuse me?
But wait, you say. I can sing.
But wait, I can sing!
So can most of the people here.
The manager says, pointing to the huge crowd. And you're being given your first option in this new rock star path of yours.
Ooh.
You can either sing and prove how good you are, or find another way into the auditorium.
I mean, I want to slap him. Is that a choice?
Ooh, it's not a choice today, no.
Sad times. Sorry.
You can either sing and prove how good you are, because he says you don't look like rock star material. Otherwise, you can find another way into the auditorium, whatever that means.
I'm gonna try singing, proving how good I am.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm ready. Mr. Sea Witch is guarding the door to the auditorium. There's no other way to get to the band. Maybe if you show the manager what a great singer you are, he'll let you in. The grumpy manager is pointing toward the door, waiting for you to leave. Instead, you start singing your best song, Sandcastle Love. It doesn't sound as good without a guitar, but you are sure he will be impressed.
I wanna spend a day warm on the sand.
Yeah.
Bet you on land they'd understand, but they don't reprimand their daughters.
Mr. Sea Witch is annoyed at first, but then his expression changes. His eyes turn soft. You finish the song.
Very nice.
He says. Thank you, you say.
Thank you.
So can I go try out for Joey and the rest of the band?
So can I go try out for Joey and the rest of the band?
And it's letting you turn the page.
How thrilling.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Sea Witch says.
What?
My daughter wants to be the new singer. There is only one spot available. I won't risk you getting it instead of her. So you're staying right here. Great voice though, he adds. You have a real future. Somewhere else.
What now? You can feel your future slipping away. They're giving you another choice. You can either try out for another spot in the band, or run for the auditorium door. They're giving you some hard choices. It's not clear what they want you to do.
Yeah, okay, I'll run for the auditorium door.
Yeah.
Let's try some brute force.
24. I'm flicking the pages. If there is one thing you're good at, it is singing. And the band is right there. If you don't sing now, you will never get another chance. You take a deep breath and run for the auditorium.
Hey, stop right there!
You hear Mr. Seawitch shout,
Security!
just as you reach the door, slapping Mr. Seawitch. I'm adding that for you to have a little bit of enjoyment out of it.
Thank you.
A security guard grabs you by the sleeve. He tries to pull you away. No! You cry.
No!
As you are being led away, you start to sing Nothing But Bubbles.
I got nothing but bubbles under my arsehole.
You sing as loudly as you can to the closed auditorium door. You sound amazing.
I do, thank you.
But can the band hear you? Suddenly, the door opens. Joey Prince and the rest of the humans stand in the doorway.
Stop it!
Mr. Seawitch yells.
I'm sorry, Mr. Prince. I told her tryouts were over.
It's okay, Joey says. She's good. Let her sing.
Oh, hell yeah.
You finish your song about the bubbles that you keep under your arm and asshole in the hallway. When you're done, everyone claps. Everyone except Mr. Seawitch. Come on in, Joey says, pointing to the auditorium. I'd like to hear more. We're also considering another singer, Lisa Seawitch. You walk into the auditorium. Inside is a young woman standing by a microphone. You introduce yourself and shake hands. Joey tells you that Lisa will sing first. Then it will be your turn. You realise that this is a competition between the two of you. The winner will be the new lead singer of The Humans. The loser is going back home. And maybe there will be something about the Little Mermaid in this.
I also like how, who's the guy I'm talking to? Joey?
Joey Prince.
Yeah, it sounds like Joey Prince is kind of like a California stoner.
I love that about him.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. I think that's what the writers were going for as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Lisa begins to sing. You have to admit, she is not bad. The drummer closes his eyes and nods along. The bass player smiles. I'm gonna say the bass player like a fish. When she's finished, Lisa looks at you and winks. Do you have what it takes to win?
Oh, sassy
Suddenly,
little bitch.
she doesn't say that. That's in you. That's you're the sassy bitch. That's your internal monologue.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
Yeah. Suddenly, you're not so sure. You could use an extra edge. What if you sang a song about saving Joey from the crowd? He might remember you. That might be enough. You're being given a choice.
Okay.
You can either make up a song about saving Joey, or try to sing one of your best songs. This is a hard one. This is the make it or break it moment, I think.
It is.
It's between you and Lisa Seawitch.
Nah, I think I have to take the risk and attempt to make something up on the spot.
Yeah, that worked out really well for the bubble song you just did. I really liked it.
Yeah, I think that's an award winner.
Yeah,
So-
Mr. Seawitch didn't clap, but everyone was impressed.
Yeah.
So we're going to flick to page 37 so you can make up a song about saving Joey.
So satisfying. Crisp.
Lisa sounded amazing. The band loved it. You could tell. You need every advantage you can get. When it's your turn to sing, you make up lyrics on the spot. You have an amazing voice, so it's okay if the song is not as polished. The important thing is to get the story out. And, I don't know what to do here just because it's singing. I guess I'm going to have to sing it.
Sing what?
It says here, the show last night was great, you sing. Then the crowd couldn't wait. They had to meet you, a storm to greet you, and then I found you. You had on a hood. Hold on, what rhymes with hood? Everyone is staring at you. You sing, I felt like you understood. You're so excited about the rhyme that you yell it out, your voice hitting a screeching pitch. "Oh, sorry," you say. "Let me start over." I'm not gonna make you sing that after me.
No, I'm not gonna copy that. That was beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
That's okay.
Joey says, holding up a hand. "I think we've heard enough." "No, wait, this is a new song. I've got it now." You start to sing louder. "I knew we were a good fit when I grabbed you by the armpit."
Come on!
Mr. Sea Witch says, shaking his head. He leads you to the door. The band hires Lisa as their singer. Every time you hear the humans on the radio, it reminds you of your horrible audition. Did I really sing about Joey Prince's armpit, you think to yourself? You shake your head. You wish you would have trusted your talent. The end.
Oh, that was not a win.
No, that wasn't a win. That, for a Little Mermaid fairy tale interactive adventure.
We didn't have any mermaiding.
Yeah, there was a mermaid for a brief moment.
That's about it.
Yeah, that was sushi. That wasn't mermaid adventure, that was sushi.
It was like, there's a Little Mermaid, but she's a super side character.
Yeah, well,
that was still fun.
it was still fun. It was nice to sit down and make fun of you for a little bit about having no friends and wanting to be a mermaid.
And then I became a famous rock star for all of like 10 minutes until I really fucked up.
Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. We didn't even really get to meet the Sea Witch.
Yeah, unless that guy was the Sea Witch.
That's kind of hot.
Because that was their last name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jess, thank you so much for joining me.
That feels so anticlimactic.
It does. Yeah, I'd be excited to see how the
I don't see
other...
any pages where it actually ends up underwater. Oh wait, yeah, no, back there was a sea witch.
I guess that would be if you'd gone to meet the Sea Witch right at the beginning. I saw a wedding.
Oh, if I'd chosen the under the sea path, but then chosen to meet the sea witch as like the first choice, like without letting my family know.
How unusual. Well, this is a new You Choose series. I haven't done any of these fairy tale ones before. I think it was enjoyable just to see how they reimagined the, you know, public domain fairy tale story.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very entertaining, but I think it was misleading in the fact that the cover is like...
Because it's called The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you kind of expect to go under the sea for maybe most of it.
The illustration, like the cover has the boy as a mermaid.
Yeah, so, and then that doesn't seem to be an option throughout the whole book, so misleading a little, but I did really enjoy.
Right, I enjoyed spending time with you and playing through it and making fun of the silly little book. I've just flicked to a page and there's an illustration where they are. Oh no, but I've seen there that not only do you become a mermaid, but you really, really smell like onions and nobody wants to be around you. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
So you can become a mermaid, but only in a really crap scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you could join me. We could be part of this world right here, the Little Mermaid.
I don't want to be part of that world. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Weird.
Again, thank you so much for joining me, Jazz.
Thanks for letting me be weird, and yeah, this has been very chill and lovely.
Right, thank you. Where can people find you online if they want to?
Oh, I am the Professor Plump on Instagram. That's Plump with a P on the end.
Mm-hmm. And it is with a P on the end.
Yeah, he's got a big PB.
Plump.
Plump. Yeah.
You're doing drag, you're doing dance, you're shifting across the world soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
By the time this comes out,
may
be on the other side of the world.
Well, yeah, I'm most likely going to be living in Canada.
That's crazy.
Which is wild.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to be really, really cold.
If you're in Canada, Jazz is coming to be part of your world. They might smell like onions if they're a mermaid.
I want to be part of that world.
And this has been Pick a Path Podcast.
Mwah.